Sahana vavatu Sahanau bhunaktu Saha viryam karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Saira. We'll just go over the Ashtotadamas which we have covered so far. Then we'll continue, Saira. Om Bhagavan Shri Sathya Sai Babaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Satya Swarupaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Satya Dharma Parayanaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Varadaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Satpurushaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Satya Gunatmane Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sadhu Vardhanaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sadhu Jana Poshanaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sarvajnaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sarva Jana Priyaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sarva Shakti Murtaye Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sarveshaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sarva Sangha Parityagine Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sarvantaryamine Namaha. Om Shri Sai Mahimatmane Namaha. Om Shri Sai Maheshwara Swarupaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Partigramodbhavaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Partikshetra Nivasine Namaha. Om Shri Sai Yashakkaya Shirdivasine Namaha. Om Shri Sai Jodi Adipalli Somappaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Bharadvaja Rishi Gotraya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Bhakta Vatsalaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Apantaratmane Namaha. Om Shri Sai Avataramurtaye Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sarva Bhaya Nivarine Namaha. Om Shri Sai Apastamba Sutraya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Abhaya Pradaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Ratnakara Vamshodbhavaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Shirdi Sai Abheda Shakti सत्यावताराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई शंकराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई शिरडी साई मूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्री साई द्वारकामाई वासिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई चित्रावती तट पुट्टपर्ति विहारिणे नमः। ॐ श्री साई शक्ति प्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई शरणागत त्राणाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई आनंदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई आनंददाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई आर्तत्राणपरायणाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई अनाथ नाथाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई असहाय सहायाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई लोकबान्धवाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई लोकरक्षापरायणाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई लोकनाथाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई दीनजनपोषणाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई मूर्तित्रयस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई मुक्तिप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई कलुषविदूराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई करुणाकराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वाधाराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वहृदयवासिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वपुण्यफलप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वपापक्षयकराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वरोगनिवारिणे नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वबाधहराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई अनन्तनुतकर्तृणे नमः। ॐ श्री साई आदिपुरुषाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई आदिशक्तये नमः। ॐ श्री साई अपरूपशक्तिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई अव्यक्तरूपिणे नमः। ॐ श्री साई कामक्रोधध्वंसिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई कनकाम्बरधारिणे नमः। ॐ श्री साई अद्भुतचर्याय नमः। ॐ श्री साई आपद्बान्धवाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई प्रेमात्मने नमः। ॐ श्री साई प्रेममूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्री साई प्रेमप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई प्रियाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भक्तप्रियाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भक्तमन्दाराय नमः। So we will go to the 70th name. Om Shri, I think I should have put Sai. Sorry. Sorry. Om Shri Sai Bhakt. Sorry. Om Shri Sai Bhakta Jana Hridaya Viharaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Bhakta Jana Hridaya Viharaya Namaha. I think most of the letters you all are familiar with. Um, this is a compound consonant. This is Hr. The other should be pretty simple. The simple name is Bhakta Jana Hridaya Viharaha. So we'll look at the meaning. Bhakta Jana. Bhakta means devoted, you know, or that itself can means devotees. Jana means people. Actually, these are two words, but I have put them together because it's a samasa. Two simple words have come together. So I have called it devoted people. Okay, Bhakta Jana means devotees. A collection of devotees also you can say. Hridaya is heart. Viharaha means one who roams or moves about. Okay, so Bhakta Jana Hridaya Vihara means prostration to the one who roams in the hearts of devoted people. I think because it's a simple name, most of you would know the meaning, so I will not dwell on it too much. We'll take the next one. Om Shri Sai Bhakta Jana Hridaya Alayaya Hridayalayaya Namaha. Bhakta Jana Hridayalayaya Namaha. The simple name for that is Bhakta Jana Hridayalayaha. Okay. Bhakta Jana Hridayalayaha. Because most of these letters we have already looked at, so I will not dwell on it. If you look at the meaning, Bhakta Jana Hridaya. Actually, Hridaya Viharaya we said, now we are saying Hridaya Alayaha. So Hridaya and Alayaha becomes Hridayalayaha. This Ya and A becomes Ya, which you can see here. That's a Sandhi. So Hridaya Alayaha. Alaya means, I think we usually we refer it as temple, but actually Alaya is a place, a home where somebody is. So, that's why in Sanskrit, if a temple is called Deva Alaya, means where it's home of the god, Deva. Vidya Alaya, that means the home of Vidya, the place where Vidya resides, that's knowledge or education resides. Or Vaidya Alaya. Vaidya means treatment or medicine I would say. The place of place or home for medicine is with the Vaidyalaya, which is a hospital or clinic, whatever you want to call it. Swami also says there is Bhojanalaya. Bhojana is eating, food. Alaya means the home of food is called Bhojanalaya, which is a hotel or so restaurant, I would say. Restaurant. So the Alaya is actually where something resides, a home. Okay. Alaya, Alayam. Alaya means one who is in that home, who belongs to that home. Okay, so Bhakta Jana Hridaya Alaya. So God has made our heart's temple or where He resides. Once God resides, it becomes Devalayam. So the heart becomes a temple and the Lord resides in that. So Bhakta Jana Hridaya Alaya. So where does the Lord reside? He is resident in every heart, resides in everyone's heart, every devotee's heart. So that's what it means. Prostration to the one. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I think I will have to save the document again. Prostration to the one who dwells in the, sorry, hearts of devotees or devoted people, whichever you want to call it. As a side remark on this, Swami says when people go to Bhojanalaya, they focus on the food they eat. When they go to Vaidyalaya, they will get treatment. They'll focus on that, getting cure of diseases. They'll talk to the doctors, and that focus will be there. Vidyalaya, the focus is, for at least majority of students who go there, is education. But he says when people come to Devalaya, God is not the focus for most people most of the time. That's what Swami jokingly in one of the discourses mentioned. So I thought I'll just mention it. But Alayam by itself, it becomes synonymous in common usage as a temple, though it's actually home. We'll go to the next name. Om Shri Sai Bhakta Paradhinaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Bhakta Paradhinaya Namaha. The simple name is Bhakta Paradhinaha. Bhakta Paradhinaha. So let's look at the meaning. Bhakta means, I put devotees, or devotion also you can say. That's bhakti actually. But anyone who is devoted is devotees. Paradhinaha. One who is subservient to others. That's the meaning which I put. The word para means others. Adhinaha means dependent. Yes, okay. So I will tell the meaning which is given, and then we can discuss. Prostration to the one who is subservient to the devotees. Okay. There are other meanings which is given. Paratantraha. Paradhinaha means paratantra. Means like, for example, swatantra means I am independent. I am free. Independent. I am not dependent on anyone. So adhinaha means dependent. Okay. Actually, adhinaha means actually independent. Actually, in Tamil they will say, Sami adhinam. That means they have everything else is dependent on them. They are not dependent on others. It also means adhina means one who controls. But in this case, it's adhinaha. That means dependent. Para adhinaha means para plus adhinaha. Ra and a becomes a. Okay. So that means you are dependent on others. So how is the Lord dependent on others? Who can say that means? In the Bhagavatam, Krishna is telling, I am dependent on my devotees. So once the devotees are in control of the Lord doesn't have much freedom. That's why Surda says, I have held you in my heart and you can't escape. So the Lord is saying, I am always serving my devotees. So that's what this means. So Brother Vimalesan, yes, please.
Sairam, I would like to, couple of things. One is, I have a Tamil Sri Sathya Ashwaran, the meanings are there, maybe all right, but I want to check with you. For this, the meaning is given, Bhaktargalin அடிமையாக இருப்பவருக்கு நமஸ்காரம்.
Yes.
What do you think about that? Is that accurate? Or?
It's accurate because subservient means you are a servant.
Okay.
Okay, that's, see, but the
Okay.
thing is, there is, one second, I'm just going to put another, one second. I'm going to do something, I'll just bear with me. I should have done it before, but so adhinaha means servant or slave, as you have translated, brother.
Okay.
So the Lord is a slave of the others, slave of for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who is his slave? Paradhina means paratantra. Swatantra means I am the
Independent.
one who is in control of myself. Paratantra means I am in the control of others.
Others.
So paradhinaha means one who is in the control of others, one who is the
Right.
servant of others.
Right.
Okay, that is, if you split this word as para and adhinaha. Okay, para plus adhinaha means dependent on others.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
the ra plus a becomes paradhinaha. But you can also split it slightly differently.
Mm-hmm.
You can also split as para plus adhinaha. There also ra plus a becomes ra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here it's opposite. So he is the Lord of everyone also, it means.
Mm-hmm.
So you can even translate it that way, that everyone else is his slave. The Lord is also the devotee's slave, but others are also his slaves. Devotees are his slaves also.
Oh, okay.
So that way also you can interpret it.
Okay.
So I am just giving it as so here Lord of others means Lord of everyone. Outside him, he controls everything outside him. That type of meaning also is possible.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to ask something else also. Now,
Yes.
in relevant to this, no, we study some of the Vishnu Sahasranama, whatever. So the
Yes.
thing, but when the one who teach us, they often say he's a traditional Brahmin. They think so. In their the tradition is that they say the yagas, yajnas, or these chantings give power to Lord. That kind of concept is relevant to this. I just want to know. I'm asking you. You understand what I am saying?
Yes, brother. So
Go ahead.
So they think by chanting this we give power to the Lord. That's your question, isn't it?
Yeah. But in temples or in a traditional murti worship, that even common this thing they say, right, that yes, the more bhaktas devotees go to a temple, it's vice versa about the power. The power is in the temple, the devotees go, and more devotees go, the murti also get more power. Or even the more chantings, more prayers give power to, but that concept, but in the traditional of you mean the Brahmin tradition or whatever, they when they do yajnas or more chantings, the Lord get, we understand a particular murti or particular temple get more power. That idea we already have. But when you say Lord or God, he doesn't have to get power from devotees, chantings or yajnas, right? So this is somewhat relevant to that. So I am asking you this thing.
Yes. So it's a very, very nice question, brother. Very, very nice question. The thing is, let's leave if we leave the entire world aside, no one in this world exists, only I exist. If each of us think like that, the Lord is actually within us in the form of Atman. The Lord is actually within us in the form of Atman.
Right.
And his own effulgence is not coming out.
Right.
Okay. If I am divine, I should be able to do anything like the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there is the divinity which is resident in our heart.
Right.
But because of our ignorance, because we do not pay attention to it, that is dormant.
Mm-hmm.
It is dormant.
Right.
So if you want to activate it through the sadhana, you can activate it.
Right.
So even if you take the word power, the power is only as it relates to the created world. Because the Lord doesn't have anything to do with the created world in terms of power, in the exercising power. Okay, so the thing is, the word Shakti is, when we look, Shakti, when it's translated in English, it says power. That means you control everyone. But actually, Shakti means that becomes activated. So the divinity within each of us is also activated through sadhana. It is similar to something like this. The sun is outside our house. I'm inside the house. Is the sun powerful? The sun's power is not reaching me because I have closed all the doors.
Mm-hmm.
But if I go out and open the door and I stand outside, the power of the sun will reach me.
Right.
So I have activated this energy of the sun by going out, so that that activation actually benefits me.
Right.
So that is why this avyakta means unmanifest.
Yeah.
When it's manifested, it is Shakti. Shivam is unmanifest, manifestation is Shakti. That means the power is instigated. You basically make the power come out.
Mm-hmm.
So the activation is the real power. But when English you say translate the word Shakti as power or energy, it seems now only otherwise he's powerless.
Right.
He has become powerful. No, actually I would say that Shakti has come out. Shakti in its full glory. And that happens only through sadhana. So that's why even a puja, actually most people do, you will do what's called nyasam. You will energize every part of your body with divine energy.
Right. Right.
Your hand, every finger, your head, hair, body, everything is energized.
Right.
That means that energy, you are allowing that, opening up yourself for that energy to manifest in you, so that will become activated in you.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the actual meaning of puja, making the Lord, giving power to the Lord.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because you once you submit yourself, the Lord can take over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That kind of meaning. So
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, so in this
And
case, the adhina means the Lord is actually very dependent on you, because if you don't open, the Lord cannot do anything. So we have to open up. We have to submit ourselves.
Right.
But once we submit ourselves, he is paradhina. He controls everything.
Right. Okay.
So this name actually contains both. See, until you are open it up, the Lord is powerless.
Okay, in that sense. Yeah. Right.
He's
Okay.
dependent on you. But
Right.
once you open it up, then he is the king.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So it has both meanings.
So that can be taken as, for an individual. Also, it can be applied to a group of devotees.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in that sense, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I also want to clear one more thing regarding the Sanskrit. This thing.
I can't hear you, brother. I think I lost Brother Vimalesan.
I don't know, excuse me.
Yes,
Does
Auntie.
that mean that you have to be ready to receive God?
Yes, your receptivity should be high, Auntie. That's
then only you can. You have to first make yourselves ready.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sairam.
Sorry, Mr. Vimalesan, I didn't hear your word.
That's okay. That's okay. No, it's when you say Bhakta, that Mahaprana is a pretty obvious, but Dina, that it doesn't.
Bhakta is no Mahaprana.
It's not that.
See, Bha is
both
Mahaprana.
Are Mahaprana, right?
Bha is Mahaprana.
Yeah. Bhakta.
No, Ukta is not Mahaprana. It's Alpa Prana. Means no, not too much air.
No. Dina is Mahaprana too, right?
That is again Mahaprana. Bhakta. Dina.
Yeah, but my question is, this is just an example. There are many other places, but when at certain places, so is it depend on the previous letter and the following letter, or because at certain places, Mahaprana is pretty obvious, but in certain places, though it's Mahaprana, it sounds as even it's not there. Say.
So
Dina, it's obvious. Dina.
No, that Dina is not Mahaprana. So that is the other Da. It is the third Da. Dina.
Then it shouldn't be there, right?
Pardon?
In that case.
No. So that's a completely different word, brother. Like Dina Jana Poshanaya, okay? That Dina is different from Di.
Oh, okay.
See, that way, I think you are referring to, 1 second. I'll pause the sharing. Okay, 1 second.
Sairam, I don't know, this is Akwanti. Thank you for that explanation about how we can activate our divinity within us through prayers. Thank you, Sairam.
Sairam, Auntie, Sairam.
No, regardless, even if it's otherwise in this case, but my question is at some places the Mahaprana is easy.
So this is another word, brother, Dina.
Okay.
Okay, so if it's written like this, then you do not do. Oh no, you can't see, can you?
No.
1 second. Can you see now?
Yeah.
So if you write like this, sorry. Can you see now?
Yeah.
So this is Dina, like Dina Jana Poshan. I mean, Dina means one who is weak.
Okay.
Okay, so here the is the third Da, which is Alpa Prana. It's unaspirated.
Okay.
Here it's aspirated. It's a fourth letter, fourth consonant in the Ta Varga.
Yeah, that's right. In the Bhakta Paradinaya, that Dinaya is Mahaprana, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's my question. In that same word, but I can in Rudram I can give examples many more. But my question is, say Bhakta Paradinaya Namaha. So when we say that, even when you said, I noticed that you say that the Bhakta, when you say this Mahaprana is pretty obvious. But Bhakta Paradinaya, not as much clear, the Mahaprana there. So what I am asking is it dependent on the previous letter and the following letter? That's my question.
No, actually it should be Bhakta Paradhinaya Namaha.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay. But the thing is, habit, sometimes.
Even when you even now when you said Bhakta, you said so
More,
easily
yes.
with Mahaprabhu, but Dina,
See,
but yeah, but
actually, if you the North Indians, if you listen to them talk, actually you will not differentiate too much. I'm doing them extra stress just so that you all understand. But when they speak, they will say Dhinaya, Dhinaya. Did you see any difference?
yeah, that's the thing. That's what I am asking. Even then, I listen Rudram chanting. I noticed these things at certain places. Oh, even like Dushan Sridhar, so many
Yes,
they even certain places is very obvious. It's simple. When you listen, you know it's Mahaprana. But at other places, you don't. For the listening, you don't see that, but only see the written this thing. So that much different. So what I am asking is it depend on the place where it comes, or just?
No, it is not.
Okay.
It is just that I think there are two things. See, when you say Alpa Prana, Mahaprana, one is to look at it as the amount of air which you release at the same time. Okay.
Right.
So generally, actually, it is the amount of air. Actually, you expand the air which comes out. Like that is why Dina and Dhina are slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
But for a trained ear, for especially a North Indian,
right,
they will easily make out.
Okay.
Even
okay.
without the stress,
Right.
they will make out that the person is saying the fourth consonant and not the third consonant.
Okay. That.
See,
Okay.
Dina and Dhina.
Mm-hmm.
Dina and Dhina.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Actually, I am saying two different because the amount of air which I pump is the Dina is like this, Alpa Prana. Dhina is wider.
Oh. Okay.
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 It is not force.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So
Oh,
Dina,
okay.
Dhina, Dina, Dhina. Okay. So it is a bit more wider. Actually, it is in the throat you can feel, which actually
okay.
people from north will easily make out. Like, for example,
Okay.
they like Vittala. Many people sing Vittala. Actually, they will say
Okay.
Vittala.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Okay.
That's
Vittala.
what I want to clear. So it's the the train.
It's a training of the ear also, brother.
Right.
It's a
Right.
training of the
Right.
ear also.
Right.
But people like me, actually, I sometimes don't pronounce it accurately because habit.
Yeah.
See, Sanskrit on a regular basis, if you keep on chanting.
Yeah, that's a mother tongue. When you learn something as like a first language, it's definitely
It is tough.
different. So
It is
that's,
difficult. So
okay.
that is why, see, we know that sometimes we make mistake. That's why you say Yadakshara Pada Prashtam.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, but we have to make some effort to say it right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, brother Saira. So, okay, so Om Shri, so we'll, I think, complete this one. Om Shri Sai Bhakta Paradhinaya Namaha. A very nice name, actually. Okay, the next one is Om Shri. I think I should put it. I'm sorry, I missed out Sai, so I will just. Oh, what happened? Okay. Om Shri Sai Bhakti Jnana Pradipaya Namaha. Here, brother, Adadi, okay. This is the third one, no prana. No, it's Alpa Prana.
Right. Okay.
Bhakti Jnana Pradipaya Namaha. The simple name is Bhakti Jnana Pradipaha. Bhakti Jnana Pradipaha. It should be pretty simple in terms of meaning. Bhakti is devotion. Jnana is wisdom.
In the transliteration also you have to put Sai.
Okay, I think I'll fix it. Sorry. I think everywhere I'm missing. I will fix it later, brother. Thank you. Bhakti Jnana Pradipaha. Pradipaha means, Pradipa means to light. One who lights it is Pradipaha. So Bhakti Jnana Pradipaha. Prostration to the one who, lights, kindles devotion and wisdom. So it's the Lord who can light that lamp of devotion in us, who can light the lamp of wisdom in us. And to that Lord who lights it in our heart, we bow down and pray. So it's Om Shri Sai Bhakti Jnana Pradipaya Namaha. The next one. Om Shri Sai Bhakti Jnana Pradaya Namaha. I think all the names, all the letters you are familiar by now, so I will not spend time. So Bhakti Jnana Pradaha is the simple noun or name. Bhakti is devotion, Jnana is wisdom again. Pradaha means, we have already looked at it, one who gives. Daha, Pradaha means one who gives. So prostration to the giver of devotion and wisdom is the meaning. Om Shri Sai Bhakti Jnana Pradaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sujnana Marga Darshakaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sujnana Marga Darshakaya Namaha. Sujnana Marga Darshakaha is the simple noun or name. Sujnana means, Jnana is wisdom. Su makes it divine, so I call it divine wisdom. Marga Darshakaha. Marga means path, the way. Darshakaha means one who shows. Sorry, so many mistakes this time. Marga Darshakaha means guide, you can say, one who is the guide. It's a Marga Darshi, like that also there is some, one who shows, Marga Darshakaha. So the Lord is the one who can show us the way of the divine, to himself. So he is called Sujnana Marga Darshakaha. Prostration to the one who shows the path to the divine wisdom. Okay, that's the meaning I have put down. Om Shri Sai is missing again. Om Shri Sai Jnana Swarupaya Namaha. This should be pretty simple. Jnana Swarupaha is the simple name. Jnana is wisdom. Swarupaha means real self of wisdom. Okay, whose real self is wisdom? Who is the real self of wisdom? Whichever way you want to put it. So prostration to the one whose real self is wisdom. The Lord is Jnana itself. The Lord is knowledge. Om Shri Sai Jnana Swarupaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Gita Bodhakaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Gita Bodhakaya Namaha. I should be simple. This dha is the fourth one with Mahaprana aspirated. The simple name is Gita Bodhakaha. Gita Bodhakaha. Let's see. So Gita is Bhagavad Gita or song, you can say. Bodhakaha means teacher. So prostration to the teacher of Gita. Because Krishna says to Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, that I taught this to the sun. I taught this to, Manu, and so on. So the Krishna is saying that Gita is actually not only the Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge from God itself is Gita. The Vedas themselves are Gita, and the Lord comes down and teaches. So Gita also means the Shastras, the real knowledge. So the one who teaches that, to him we bow down. So that's the meaning of prostration to the teacher of Gita. So Swami is the Lord is the one who taught to Arjuna, to others before, and now he is there teaching us, or he has taught us when he was in his physical form, and of course he continues to teach us. So to that Lord I bow down. So the next one. Om Shri Sai Jnana Siddhi Daya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Jnana Siddhi Daya Namaha. Here this Iddhi. So there are two, the third da is there and fourth da is here in this Iddhi. So that's an aspirated one. Siddhi Daya, this da is non-aspirated one. Om Shri Sai Jnana Siddhi Daya Namaha. So the simple name is Jnana Siddhi Daha. Jnana Siddhi Daha. Jnana is wisdom. Siddhi is attainment. That is mastery also, you can say. To accomplish the obtaining of jnana, that state is given by the Lord. Daha means one who gives that. For us to be able to master jnana and attain it, the Lord is needed because he is the one who gives it. He gives it as a boon. So jnana siddhi daha. He will give us the attainment of, I think, wisdom. Okay. Prostration to the giver of the attainment of wisdom. Jnana siddhi. So that is the meaning. Om Shri Sai Jnana Siddhi Daya Namaha. Go to the next one. Om Shri Sai Sundara Rupaya Namaha. Simple name is Sundara Rupaha, because I think it's a very simple name. Sundara Rupaya Namaha. Sundara Rupaha. Sundara is beauty. Rupaha means embodiment. Whose form is that. So prostration to the embodiment of beauty. Because the Lord is called Satyam, Shivam, and Sundaram. Truth, Shivam is auspiciousness, and Sundaram is beauty. But this Sundara means Su stands for something divine also. Su stands for Und means to bind. Okay. Araha. So there are actually three, this word itself has three roots. Su, Und, and Ara. Okay. So that who makes us bind with the divine is Sundara. So Sundara is anything which makes us bond, join divinity itself. That is Sundara. That kind of beauty, as soon as we see something in nature, for example, it right away captivates us so much that we can connect to the Lord. So any beauty which allows us to connect to the Lord, that is Sundara. Any scenery which makes us connect to the Lord is Sundara. So the Lord is present in this nature and in this creation. So in a certain way, it gives a certain sight. That sight makes us connect to the divine right away. That's why nature is the best, because many people go for natural scenery, look at it, and they get peace of mind. You go and look at a huge hill, or so all that beauty which makes us connect to the divine is Sundara. So Sundara Rupaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sundara Rupaya Namaha. So next one is okay. Om Shri Sai Punya Purushaya Namaha. Punya Purushaya Namaha. I think all the letters should be simple. This Sha is the cerebral Sha, with the tongue should point up. Purushaya Namaha. Simple name is Punya Purushaha. Punya is virtuous, pleasing, and pure. Okay. I've given three names from the dictionary. I think all of them put together means Punya. Usually we treat it as merits. Punyam, good deeds. Virtuous, pleasing, and pure. Purushaha means the person, personification. The Lord Himself. That's why I use the word persona. It is not. It is not. It is not necessarily one individual. It is that Purushatvam is divinity itself. Okay, so prostration to the personification of virtues and purity is the meaning I have given. Punya Purushaha. Okay. Om Shri Sai Punya Purushaya Namaha. So the 81st name. Om Shri Sai Phala Pradaya Namaha. This is the second letter in the Pa Varga, so it's Pa. Phala Pradaya Namaha. In the north, sometimes they pronounce it as Fa, Phala, but the real Sanskrit pronunciation is Pa. Phala Pradaya Namaha. Phala Pradaha is the simple name. Phala is fruit or result. Pradaha means giver. So prostration to the giver of fruits and results. So any action we do, the fruits of that or the results of that is given by the Lord. So whether we do good or bad, He is the dispenser of all that result. And so we bow down to that Lord. Because without Him, whatever we do, even in normal life, if we undertake an activity, anything which we do, it may not result in what we want it all depends, because there are many things in this world which are not within our control. Our effort is within our control, but there are so many factors which are beyond our ability to control, and the Lord controls. And only when all that is conducive and that cooperates, what we set out to achieve, we will be able to achieve. So to that Lord, we always bow down, because of Him that we are successful in life. We are able to do things in the world. So to that Lord, we bow down. Om Shri Sai Phala Pradaya Namaha. So these are the 12 names which I have taken. But I thought I will just dwell on the word Punya, because we just came across Punya Purushaya. So I thought I will just discuss the Punya word slightly, something which Swami has taught. So I'm just going to give this a slightly departure from the Ashtotram, but I thought it will be nice. As a Christmas celebration, we can discuss a little bit more. So I have given here a verse. Okay. Ashtadasha Puraneshu Vyasasya Vachana Dvayam. Ashtadasha Puraneshu Vyasasya Vachana Dvayam. Paropakaraha Punyaya Papaya Parapidanam. Paropakaraha Punyaya Papaya Parapidanam. So this is a well-known verse. The story is, let's look at the meaning, then I will come to Ashtadasha is a number. Ashta means 8, Dasha means 10, 18. Okay, Ashtadasha is 18. Puraneshu, in the Puranas. Purana means Purana. Puraneshu means in the Puranas. Okay, in the Puranas. Vyasasya means Vyasasya means of the Vyasa. Okay. Vachana means sentence or statement. Dvayam means two. So what it means is, there are two statements of the Vyasa in 18 Puranas. So Vyasa has taken two statements and explained those two statements in the 18 Puranas which he wrote. Okay. The story is, someone went to Lord Vyasa and said, Swamiji, you have written so much, I don't have time to read and understand all this. Can you give it to me in simple terms? So he said, there are only two statements which I have elaborated in the 18 Puranas. What are those two statements? Means, Paropakaraha. Para means others, Upakara means helping. Okay. Paropakaraha Punyaya. For accumulating merit, you have to serve the others. You have to do help. You have to help everyone. Papaya for sin, for papa. Parapidanam, you harm others. So if you harm others, you accumulate papa. If you help others, you accumulate punya. That is the simple meaning. So Swami took that and only has given help ever, hurt never. If you help ever, it is punya. If it's hurt never, you are avoiding papa. Okay. So that is what Swami has said. So punya means paropakara is the meaning of punya. But Swami also gave another meaning to this paropakara. So I thought we will take a look at that. Paropakara. So in one of the discourses, Swami says, many people say paropakara means helping other people, serve other people. Okay. Swami says that is not right. That is not good understanding. Okay. He says para means supreme, the divinity. Upa means near. Para, upa. Kara means all actions. Person who does that action is kara. Okay. So what Swami says is, every action which is focused and done to go near the Lord. If we do any action in this world which is done with the intention of going near the Lord, that is to be considered paropakara. So he says, even when you serve other people, if you think you are serving others, that is not paropakara. He says, when you look at the other person and see me and you serve, that is paropakara. So only then it can be considered punya. So that is the meaning of. So even if you take the Puranas, like Bhagavata Purana is all about devotion. They are all serving the Lord. So one can ask, what social service did they do? No, whatever they did, trying to get near the Lord, actually helps this world. That is what you can see in Bhagavatam. Because a person who is intent on reaching God will never harm anyone, and whatever they do will be of benefit to everyone else in this world.
Excuse me, does that have anything to do with Upanyasam also?
Yes, Auntie. Upanyasa means, Upa is near, Nyasa is to move. Like sannyasi means, Swami says, people think he just wear ochre robe and he has renounced the world. No, no. Anyone who is moving towards or who is purifying themselves. Or nyasa means you make yourself divine. Like anganyasam, we were just talking about it early. You basically make the Lord manifest in you. So upanyasa means manifesting near the Lord is upanyasa. So somebody, when they speak, when they are teaching, or they're talking about God, actually they have brought God down and made everyone be part of that Lord. They've come closer to the Lord. Swami uses the same word Upanishad. So Upanishad, that means Swami says, you go and sit near the Lord in a steady manner, that is Upanishad.
So Upa is near, Upanyasam. Nyasa means?
Nyasa is to invoke.
Invoke. Okay, thank you.
You can say, okay. So Upavasa means you are near the Lord. You reside near the Lord is Upavasam. So those are some of the meanings Swami has given. So here, Para Upa means any action which takes you closer to the Lord is Paropakara. And so when we do with that intention, everything which we do in this world can become Seva. That's because after all, if you say Pada Sevanam is one of the 9 devotional paths. So it's the same thing. So I thought I would just share that because Swami has spoken about it. This is an opportunity. I thought I could just share that. So I thought I will share. I have shared, and that's all I had prepared for today. Sorry, the deck had many mistakes. I will fix some of them and I will save it again. Very sorry about the shoddy work. If there are any questions, I will. If I have the answer, I will share with you.
But paropakara, that includes all living beings, isn't it? Or just people?
Para means everything. So it's not only individuals, people, animal, earth, creation, everything. I think, brother, is para, which is not whatever you is around you, whatever is spread around you is also para.
Right.
So it's not people also, you can say, but I think everything, every bit of creation is my understanding.
And those Swami, this explanation is a much those who are, I mean, to more move towards devotion. Swami give this also, but obviously he always encourages serving humanity, isn't it?
See, the thing is, that's the way we have understood. But Swami says there are so many social service organizations in this world. Then why do I have to come and establish?
That, as you said, we
Yeah,
should
that's right.
we should see Swami
Ah.
in them. Obviously, that is correct.
So
but still-
that is what it is. So I think that attitude is much more important, because the reality is the Lord can to take care of the world without us, without our help. But it's an opportunity for us to see the Lord there. That's the only thing, because otherwise Swami says seva itself can create a lot of ego, that I have done all this seva.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he will say that takes us away from
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
and that can create negative feelings also.
Yeah.
And so Swami warns us against that.
Right.
So that's my understanding. Yes, but we are born to serve the world. Paropakaraya, paropakarartham idam shariram. The body itself is given to serve the world. That's what is said. Paropakarartham means for the sake of paropakaram. Idam, this shariram. And that's also a saying. So we are born to serve the world. People around us, animals around us, even the earth, we have to take care of it. So everything is serving the Lord. And that's Swami wants us to, and he wants us to fully engaged in that. We should not do things just for our sake. I think that's my understanding. If there are no questions, I think we can close, and I will wish you all a Merry Christmas. And I will let you all go back. Sorry, I think some of you may have expected me to cancel today, but I had not. I didn't even ask. Sorry about it. But I think it's always good to spend time, Christmas like that. This itself is celebration of Christmas. So with those words, I think I will.
Sairam, brother.
Sairam.
May I make a two announcements, please? Thank you.
Okay.
Sairam to all and Merry Christmas. There is two announcement. It's a Sri Sathya Sai Global Council Zone 1 is offering a new series called Essence of Religion. This one will be aired today at 1 p.m. So that you can see on the YouTube of Zone 1 as Sri Sathya Sai Global Council. The second one is this evening we have a Swadhyaya session, that is a study of bhajan. It's from 6 to 7:30 p.m. and there is a Zoom link is shared in the WhatsApp messages. And if anyone needs the details, please contact me. My phone number here is 416-886-6530. Thank you. Sairam to all.
Sairam, sister. Oh. समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु. समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु. समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sairam everyone.